You know who I am?
Anything you say. Anything you say.
It's official.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now we're going to do a quick recap on the couple of videos I did here recently, and then we're going to get on to your reviews. Everyone who watches my videos, you know I hate politics. Can't stand politics. I'm not left, I'm not right, I'm not conservative, and I'm not libertarian. I just advocate for common sense, which we need a lot of right now. Everyone knows it's undefeatable, undeniable truth and facts that Hollywood is pushing a message, an agenda in all our entertainment. It's been proven, especially with Disney. They are the worst. There's one thing that I detest or despise almost as bad as feminism, and that is simps and shrills. Hollywood, everyone knows they're racist. They try to push communism, socialism, alphabet nonsense, leftist ideology into all our entertainment right now. And they're trying to force feed it to us to get us to like it. So what they do is they take something like a pizza and they put like black and green poisonous, toxic, brainwashing goo and make a thick layer of it on the bottom, and then they put a thin layer of cheese, little tomato sauce, and a type of meat like pepperoni, sausage, whatever. This is your memory berries, or something that they sprinkle little elements of a old movie, TV show, or video game that you liked, that you loved, and then they force feed it to you. Simps and shrills will eat this shit up, and it will drip down their face, and they will tell you, oh, this is a great show, it's amazing. Even though they know it's poison, they know they're being brainwashed. That's all they're getting right now from Hollywood. So they'll eat that shit up and tell you it's amazing when they're lying, and they know they are lying out their ass because they got people like me who come out and give them the truth and facts about a TV show or whatever, and they hate it. On the left, that is their kryptonite. It's truth and facts. They can't stand it. But yeah, I can't stand these simps and shrills. Now I don't just give truth and facts in my videos. I give my opinion as well. If you disagree with me on my opinion about a TV show, I have no problem with that. You don't like something I don't like? Fine. No big deal. I'm not going to get butthurt over it. But when I give truth and facts, and a lot of other YouTubers giving truth to facts about a TV show that's undeniable and unrefutable. Tough shit. You can be mad about it all you want. It's truth. It's fact. You can disagree with me about opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. But you can't disagree with me about truth and facts. It's just been proven. And Hollywood has been proven time and time again to be pushing a leftist ideology in all our entertainment. You know, and the left, like I said in the past couple videos, even though everyone knows the sky is blue, they will do everything they can to try to convince you that the sky is green, because they want you to agree with them. They want you to push on the message, even though they know it's a lie, blatant lie. They want you to join their cult. The left is a cult. It's been proven. So I find simps and shrills weak, pathetic. They're embarrassing themselves by eating this crap and go, oh, I'm just going to keep eating the poison and letting it rot my brain. That's literally what they're doing. And then they're going to tell you you should eat it too, because that's all you're going to get is them little memory berries. You're not going to... If they would stand up, act like real men or real women, and then fucking tell these fucking Hollywood motherfuckers, hey, I'm not going to consume your product no more, because it's bullshit. You're fucking putting all this leftist agenda crap in it. That communism shit is, you know, you're anti-American. Plain and simple. Stop it. Stop bowing down to China, our greatest enemy. Ugh, it's just ridiculous. But, anyways, that's the recap. Let's get on to what I saw in the news lately.
You know who I am.
So I haven't been seeing anything really big going on in the news. Same old with Trump and, you know, all that baloney, which is all falling apart. We see the Hamas crap with the protesters. They're trying to make a big deal out of these protesters at these colleges or universities, and it's not. I mean, if these students are dumb enough to fucking fall for Hamas's brainwashing bullshit, it's dumb. I mean, they don't even know why they're protesting. They have videos out showing that, you know, people are going around asking them why are they protesting at these colleges. And they're literally going, well, we come from this university, like from this other state. We came down here to show support. Yes, but why are you protesting? What's it about? I don't know. Why are we protesting? We don't know. We just are. They literally have no idea what they're saying. Death to America, you know. Death to Jews, you know. What the hell? Get these stupid ass Hamas people, the actual Hamas people, not the students. Get them fuckers out of our country. They want to protest and shit. Baby killing motherfuckers can go back over there to Gaza or whatever and protest in their own damn country. They don't need to be here doing it. Stupid. But anyways, that's pretty much all the big news, except for, you know, the whole sending more billions of dollars to Ukraine, which we told them not to do. Them fucker, I'm telling you now, them fuckers in Congress or you know, the Senate and they don't give a two rats ass about the American people or what the American people want, even though the American people told them to stop fucking doing that shit. They did it again. And then they're waving Ukrainian flags in Congress, which, under the Constitution, is against the law. Do you see any of them getting arrested? No. Of course not. They're going to vote how these lobbyists want them to vote. All they're there, these congressmen and these senators, all they're up there for is to line their fucking pockets. They're corrupt as fuck, every one of them. I don't believe in parties. Okay, that's all the news I have for you. Let's get on to your movie reviews. Now, I just got done watching a new movie called, it stars Nicolas Cage. It's called Arcadian. It's like some sci-fi horror type film. They try to make it like, you know, 28 weeks or some shit, sorta. It doesn't deal with zombies, but it never really fully explains what is really going on. During the whole movie, you're just dealing with these two boys who are apparently his sons, and they're like 15 years old or some shit like that. And you know, the human population has been devastated. There's this one other place that's like a homestead or farm where it has a small community in it. Just a few people, not very many at all. Like maybe 20 people in it. And one of his sons keeps going over there because of this girl he likes. They have to have some type of little love story in there between these two teenagers. Anywho, Nicolas Cage gets injured and trying to save his son because his son fell down a hole or something at night. And whatever, okay, there's some type of creature that comes out at night and they try to stay indoors at night. They board themselves in their homes at night. Well, you know, one of his sons falls down this hole, crevice. He goes out to get him at night and he gets injured trying to save him. And then the son tries to go get, the sons, both of them, they try to go get medicine. They or you know, help from the little community farmstead. They won't help them. One son tries to steal medicine, or he doesn't steal it. The little girl gives it to him. But then the people, several of the men, they jump his ass and they're gonna fucking torture him, shoot on him and shit, you know, practice shoot on him and, you know, well, target practice, whatever. Anyways, the creatures come out, bust everything up, and destroy the farmstead. Then they go after, the creatures go after the two sons' house, and the little girl survives. She, of course, she goes with them. And then Nicolas Cage sacrifices himself and blows up the fucking house with the creatures in it because they were boring up underneath the floor and coming up through that way. And at the end, the sons go their separate ways. If I remember right, they go their separate ways. The one with the girl goes one way and the other one goes another way. And that's the end of the movie. Now, it's never really fully explained what the hell happened to the human population. Apparently, they kind of act like there was some type of virus that was given to them by like some type of beetle-like bug, flying beetle or some shit. It most of the human population just died off, and then some of them mutated into these creatures. They're weird, like elongated wolves or some shit, and do this weird thing where they jiggle or whatever their face. It's really fast. It's really weird. Plus, they can ball up and squish together to form like these rolling donuts or some shit. It's weird. I mean weird. I didn't find it scary or really all that interesting. It was really, the movie was slow. I mean really slow. There wasn't hardly any action or anything until the very end. So, it was okay. I mean, maybe worth a one-time watch. Maybe. Like I said, it really wasn't all that good. The acting was okay, even though you had a bunch of newbies in it. Nicolas Cage was the only one I recognized. Yeah, I give it a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Watch it if you want to. It's okay, but it's really weird. It don't make any sense. They don't explain very much in it. So, anyways, that's what I have for you new. Let's get on to your B movie reviews. Alright, movieaholics, let's get on to your B movie reviews. Now, this week is Sci-Fi Week. Now, I've stated in the previous video, sometimes, you know, when you come to doing like superhero movies, and there's other movies that do the same thing. You have a mix of genres in it, and when it comes to superhero movies, you kind of have two main genres. It's either going to go fantasy or it's going to go sci-fi. Yeah, there's action, thriller in them, but for the most up front, it's mainly either sci-fi or fantasy. Now, I'm going to continue on with the Darkman series. I watched the third one, and it starred Arnold Vosloo comes back and reprises his role as Darkman. Jeff Fahey, he's the bad guy in this one, and Darlene, I think it's Fergel. I may pronounce that wrong. Fergel, I'm not sure. Now this went straight to video. It was done in 1996. Just like the previous one, it went straight to video. They didn't do the theater thing. They just didn't think it was going to make that much money. There's no box office numbers because of that. Now in this one, Jeff's character's kind of like a mob boss. He controls kind of like not like cocaine or anything, not them type of drugs. It has something to do with steroids. He like controls the steroid market or whatever, or illegal steroids for like athletes and shit. He finds out about Darkman through this Darlene Fugel. She's a character. She's a scientist, and she wants to capitalize on Darkman's abilities to create liquid skin and his ability to power up his adrenaline, so he has the strength of like 10 men. Now the reason why she knows all this is because she supposedly is the one who first treated him when he came into hospital in the first film, but of course you didn't see that. So she knows about him. She promises him that he could work with some of her equipment at her lab if he allows her to do some tests on it. So he agrees to allow her to do some tests. What she does is she puts an implant in the back of his neck, kind of like a shock collar, to try to keep him under control, while she takes samples of his his liquid skin and his adrenaline crap or whatever. That's I don't know what exactly she's doing. She's like she's pulling out adrenaline hormones or something and creating a cocktail with the steroids to make this super venom or whatever that gives guys super strength or some shit. But it's only temporary. It don't last long, and it has side effects where it makes them go batshit crazy. Darkman, he makes one tiny small tube, a batch of liquid skin that actually gets past the so-called 99 mark. He always had that problem with the 99 minutes and then the skin dissolves. Well, he's perfected it somehow with this new formula he came up with, and now he's got a batch of it. Well, Jeff Fahey, he had the woman, he hired the woman to perfect shit and make things better with the steroids and shit like that. Plus, he wants the liquid skin. So he ends up, towards, through the movie, he ends up like destroying the data. He had some data on a disc. He ends up getting it destroyed. So he doesn't know how to make the formula anymore for the liquid skin. He's back to the old drawing board. He can't remember exactly what he did to make it, which makes no sense, but whatever. The woman scientist dies. He gets revenge on Jeff's character, and he runs off into the dark, still being Darkman. That's the end of the movie. This one was okay, but it wasn't as good as the sequel. I liked the sequel way better. It was far better. This one was just, it was okay. It wasn't as cheesy like as the very first movie. It was alright, but I give it a thumbs up and a thumbs down. It's okay for a one-time watch if you're just looking for some. I have decent acting and shit. But yeah, the second one's the best one out of all of the three, to be honest. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Since we're sticking with the superhero stuff, I did the 1989 version of The Punisher, with starring Dolph Lundgren, Louis Gossett Jr., and Nancy Everhard. It made about 30 million worldwide. I mean, it did okay, but it didn't do all that great. Which I don't understand why, and I'll explain once I get through this review. The story basically goes, you know, if you know anything about the Punisher, you know, Frank Castle, that's the character. He's from Marvel Comics. I know I'm about to piss some people off, but I don't consider someone who uses tech, you know, as a superhero. They're a hero maybe, but not a superhero. Like, you know, Frank Castle, you know, he's just an ordinary dude. He don't have any superpowers. I think if you're going to be called a superhero, you have to have superpowers. And he doesn't have superpowers. He's just an ordinary dude. Yeah, kind of like Batman. Batman don't have any superpowers. He's just an ordinary dude who uses tech to his advantage. But anyways, regardless. The story goes, in this movie, he's been missing for 5 years. Nobody knows what happened to Frank Castle. The mob killed his family. He had 2 children and wife. They killed him. Everyone thinks he might be dead, but there are a few others who thinks he's still alive. And he's become a vigilante. He's killed like 128. I think it's 128. I could be wrong. I can't remember the count exactly. But 128 mob guys. He believes in killing the guilty. Anyways, the Yakuza show up. That's the Japanese mafia. They show up and they're wanting to take the territories from the Italian mob. You know, Frank Castle's done a lot of damage to him, so there's a gap in the criminal syndicate, so they want to come in and move in on the Italian mob's territory. And they try to kidnap their children and force them to give their territory to them. Frank Castle goes in and saves the children, and then he eventually gets captured, and he leaves one kid behind, which is the main mob guy boss's fucking kid. Go figure. But he leaves him behind. He's the only one he couldn't get from the Yakuza. But he saves all the other children. Well, the police lock him up. And then the mob guys, they break him out. And the main mob boss, you know, he goes in with them to the Yakuza stronghold, which is ran by this woman. Go figure. But anyway, they go in, they fuck it all up. And then, of course, he saves the day, saves the kid. The mob guy, he tries to kill Castle, and then Castle ends up killing him. And then, you know, he tells it, the kid sees it all. He tells the kid, be better than your father, or else I'm going to come looking for you later on when you grow up. And that's the end, pretty much the end of the movie. You know, Louis Gossett Jr. was once his partner or some shit. He's trying to help him out, sorta. Anyways, that's the end. Frank Castle's still at large, doing his vigilante work. Now, honestly, I like this version better than I did the other two movies or whatever that came out. I have not watched the series, the Punisher series, you know, that was with, you know, Daredevil and all them. I never did watch that series. At some point in time I will. I just think it's still too fresh, too new. But eventually I'll probably get around to watching that one. But I like this one better than the movies that came after. This one was actually pretty good. The only problem I might have, and a lot of fans might have had with, is that in this movie, Frank Castle is an ex-cop. Whereas in the comics and in the movies, he is an ex-Marines, special black ops operative, you know. He's not an ex-cop. But in this one, for some reason, they made him an ex-cop. I don't know why they did that. But I like this movie overall. I give it 2 thumbs up. It's definitely worth the watch. A lot of action. You know, great acting. You know, even for a cheesy B-90s movie, it was really good. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Anyways, I want to thank all my viewers for watching. I appreciate it. Even my little rant at the beginning. You know, I just can't stand simps and shrills. They're pathetic. They embarrass themselves. And if more of them would stop eating the leftist garbage being fed to us from Hollywood and tell them, hey, we're not going to consume your fucking product anymore until you start putting out good crap. You know, some good shows instead of all this leftist ideology garbage you put in all our entertainment. Things would be a lot different. But no, they keep eating it up. And it's just, it's sad. Terrible. Anyways, that's all I have for you this week. I'll see you on the next one. I told you to be told the truth, and you just been told.